guys are gonna geek out over this guy's man cave.
This is the man cave.
Wow, you weren't kidding. Wow, that's amazing.
Yo, guys, come here, check this out. This is beyond words. And our
Hollywood treasure. Today we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, visiting Wesley Cannon.
You guys are gonna geek out over this guy's man cave museum.
Tracy was reading the newspaper and she found his collection. She gave him a call and he invited us out to his house.
You're really hyping this up. I mean, it sounds like this is like a fantastic thing.
I think either of you would love to have a room like this in your home. So
man cave.
When I heard about Wes Cannon's fabled man cave, I had to go check this out. Maybe he has some things that he'll part with, or maybe he has some things that he'll want us to find for him.
Hey, Wes.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Joe Madeline, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? Come on in. I was a military police officer in the Army and went to Iraq for about a year. Came home and decided to go back and support the military, being a civilian contractor. Been doing that for 6 years.
Looks
Good to have you.
like a good start to your construction of your house. The first thing I thought was, there's no furniture. I mean, the house is not built. So I have no idea what to expect.
We do have one room upstairs if you want to have a look at it.
yeah, that's why we're here.
The man cave was an idea I had a couple years ago, but it took about a year to do the room exactly like we had planned. This is the man cave.
Wow, you weren't kidding. Wow, that's amazing.
Cave is right.
It looks like I'm on a movie set. He has these rooms, the walls, the ceilings, the floor are literally like out of a horror movie.
I don't like super scary movies. If I was married to Wesley, I would not allow any creepy stuff to be in our home. They can be in the attic, the basement, a faraway office, museum, but not our house.
I actually think that, I'm gonna build a room like that.
This hobby is an addiction. Been doing it since I was about 18 years old. My mom got me into it, and over time, it's gotten to what you see today. To be able to watch a movie and not have to stress, it's priceless to be able to do that.
Yo, guys, come here, check this out. The body tree from 300.
Oh my God.
That is really creepy.
That is disgusting.
Crazy.
The tree was created because the CGI just didn't give it enough realism. And by having those dead bodies strewn on the tree, the impact to the audience is something that had to be done with a miniature effect. So this must weigh hundreds and hundreds of pounds, right?
It was about 450, 500 pounds.
Okay, so the question is, I don't see a window. How'd you get in the house?
We decided that what we would probably do is make a wall, part of a wall removable.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's
how it came
dedication.
in.
Wow.
That's what I like.
So now, if you ever wanted to remove it, you could just basically reopen the wall.
Yep.
You know that stuff from this movie just lately has been selling for just astronomical amounts of money. I mean, you put this in the catalog, full page, I think it would definitely sell for 30 to 50,000.
The tree is definitely one of my favorite pieces. It would take quite a mighty offer to have to take this tree back out. Whatever the pieces that I'm going to consign sales for is probably going to be reinvested in more movie memorabilia.
Everywhere you look, there's something fantastic, right?
I know, you've done an amazing job.
Thank you. It's definitely an addiction.
You did mention that you had some things you wanted to consign.
Right. Well, most of the stuff in here, I'm going to try to hold on to for a little while, but these rooms are getting pretty full. So I've got some pieces that were overflow, and I'd definitely be interested in trying to...
overflow. Let's take
Overflow is good. We were hopeful going into the garage because now he was showing us his overflow. And you know what? Overflow from that collection is bound to be damn sweet.
Where can we start looking in?
Well,
Yes,
we can start here, I guess.
This
Dark
is why
crystal
we don't
piece.
come into Jim Henson stuff. He has it all. These from Dark Crystal were so scary.
Oh, as a kid, it scared me. It was a good
Even
movie.
right now, it's just so menacing looking.
And you know what? For being, foam latex, it's in really good shape, because that's the problem with foam latex. It
It
deteriorates.
deteriorates.
There are clients out there who would love to have some of these pieces, and I think this might be a good opportunity to get him to consign some things, because he's got so much great stuff. But will he sell something? I think this could easily do 4,000 to
appreciate that.
6,000 and maybe more. I mean, this is definitely so recognizable. So Wesley, would this be something you would consider consigning?
That's a tough one.
We would love to have this. We don't get a lot of Dark Crystal stuff. And we have a lot of collectors that would definitely go after it.
Right.
So Wesley, would this be something you would consider consigning?
That's a tough one.
It's so recognizable.
Right. I guess I'd give it a shot.
What else do you have, Wesley?
Let's see. This is the Landstrider from the Dark Crystal.
And you have one. Fantastic. We are unpacking stuff from Jim Henson's studios. These are cult favorite movies from a studio that just keeps everything in their archives.
We're really moving up the totem pole here in terms of importance and rarity and value. And also, people want pieces of Henson.
Right.
I would say $6,000 to $8,000. What do you think? Would you consign this?
That's a tough one.
Wes is really attached to these items. He's a true collector. Each one of these is a decision, and I think that's how he collects. He's always looking at, is this gonna be a permanent piece of my collection, or is this something I'm gonna get with the option of getting rid of it down the road so I can get something else?
It wasn't really something that I was looking to part with. You know, I think I would let this go.
I think that's a good decision.
Originally, the Landstrider was probably going to be something that I'd like to hold on to for a few years and really enjoy. But after speaking with him and him explaining the rarity of these items, it's a good chance to be able to see what they'll do and go for an auction. The longer you collect, the more you want, the better pieces that you want. So over time, it definitely grows.
Wesley, this is an amazing, amazing thing.
We're building up a pile of Henson stuff that our clients are going to go crazy for.
Definitely more than we expected to walk away with, and more than we expected to see. Your collection's amazing.
Wesley Cannon's entrusted us with his Jim Henson collection, and Henson material is really, really rare.
And our next lot coming up is the Chamberlain head from the Dark Crystal.
Jim Henson pieces are really rare, but what people really want are the creatures that he created.
Open the bids, $3,750 the bid. 4,500 is Brian's bid. 5,500. 6,000 is Brian's bid at 6,000. All done. Sold 6,000. A screen-used Goblin sword from Labyrinth. Sold for 2,750. Feet from the Dark Crystal. Sold 1,500.
The sale of these Jim Henson pieces was great. You know, it might be a long time if we ever have anything from Jim Henson again.
And our